Hello everyone. This is Forlorn Scout, and this is the second episode of my Divide and Conquer DaC Amroth Let's Play. And, I apologize for the, I suppose the lateness of the video. I hadn't intended on making it, such a large amount of time between the two videos. I got a little bit busy with some stuff, and but now I have some time and I'm making the video. So one thing I did want to address, one thing I wanted to address at the start of this was, is Divide and Conquer balanced? And as this is in relation to one commenter who, as the commenter said, mostly plays stainless steel. And so I will say stainless steel and Divide and Conquer are fairly different, although I haven't played stainless steel in a very long time, so I don't remember the exact differences. Of course, one is a somewhat realistic historical mod, and then of course this is a Lord of the Rings mod. So there's that. But DaC has its own balance. So yes, Imrahil here has full command stars, but there's lots of generals with full command stars. Those are usually, in Divide and Conquer, usually you find good generals to be faction leaders, faction heirs. Important characters will usually have them, if they're important characters that are known to be good generals. That's the, I suppose that's the thing. But Divide and Conquer is balanced. It's not, full command star generals are important, but not always important because of unit statistics. A lot honestly comes down to if a unit has good stats or not. And then if it doesn't, then command stars can kind of affect it. So a good example of that is like the Nazgul generals will make Mordor's really, quite frankly, terrible orc troops fight really hard and become really cost effective. It's more important with factions like that than it is, I'd say, with a faction with, like, I gave example of dwarves and elves. Dwarves and elves usually have very high morale troops. So having a good general is, I'd argue, a little bit less important, but it's still important. This is medieval too. Generals are pretty important regardless. Anyway, that's enough of that. As with last time, we started on, or I suppose we ended, I should say, we ended on this battle against this little rebel stack, where we have Imrahil, Istian, and then the two units of Militia Cav fighting this little Corsair force. Really shouldn't be that big of a deal. Of course, it's already saved. So we're gonna fight the battle, of course.
Break their will.
I'm gonna try and have the Militia Cav sit it out, because I think Istian and Imrahil can honestly, and this is actually perfect terrain. I think Imrahil and Istian can basically do this on their own. So these guys, I have them. Sorry, I had to cough there. Yeah, those guys. The militia is going to sit in the back. Istian and Imrahil Oh, whatever, doesn't matter. Let's see here, the general is in the back, so gonna have Istian go around, and I'm gonna have Imrahil just go down the center. Imrahil has this Iron Fist ability, which I'll just hover over there. It's very good, and we're going to watch as he comes in. Yeah, he's a little strong. Killed 13% in one hit. If I can get, oh, actually, I probably can just get, they can run, just get Imrahil to kill the enemy commander, just give him some distance, come back in. Yep.
The enemy general lies dead.
I think you're going to see Imrahil.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Imrahil is a very strong general, as I've said. Gonna have these guys reform a little bit.
Guardians. Attack! Guardians.
Just gonna give a little bit of a cinematic shot. It is always.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
It is always amazing watching heavy cav just absolutely just demolish.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Just absolutely demolish light infantry. I'll just have one of these cav units come in and just kind of help clean up, because this is over. I mean, there was no way we would lose this, really. And this is not a big deal, really, because it's going to get a little bit more.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Interesting. Once it's unfortunate that they took some casualties. Oh well. It's unfortunate that they took some casualties, but anyway, it's going to be a little bit more interesting once Harad and Umbar finally get up north here. And I'm going to try and stop or prolong peace with Khand.
Remember this day. Remember it as the day of our most
because I'd really,
victory.
As I've said prior, it's as you can see, Imrahil got almost 450 kills. But anyway, prolonging peace with Khand, I think, is important. Going to be very important. Especially because, ideally, when the time comes around turn 50-ish, I believe it is. It might even be earlier than that. Khand gets a choice where they can either side with the Blue Wizards or side with Mordor. And we want Khand to side with the Blue Wizards. because otherwise we're going to be fighting 3 factions. And we don't really want that.
Ready your weapons.
We do not want that.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
And there's that fleet. There's Sacklethor. So what to do? So let's see here. I think what I'm gonna do. Also, see, I also mentioned this last episode. Corsair units are not completely tied to the Adonai. You can hire them anywhere. There's the mercenary unit. They're not very good, honestly, but they're not too expensive. Rondor mercenaries are a little bit better. They're like a shock. They're kind of heavy. They're a heavy armor, or not heavy armor, kind of medium armor shock infantry.
Awaiting your command.
So Adrian can't move across.
Ready your weapons. Awaiting your command.
I think what I'm going to do is going to move them into that fort.
Ready your weapons.
Just for now, just to save a little bit more money, because they can't cross anyway.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
But I'm going to have Adrian and Baragund. Yeah, it is Baragund. Go down and go for Baradharn. Whereas I'm going to have Istian and Imrahil with the cavalry, since the garrison is so small in Tirtharos. I'm going to have them sweep across the Tirtharos.
Yes, my lord.
Without before question, I forget.
As you wish. As you wish.
There's Imalat Karnan.
As you wish.
So there's Cand. So next turn, we'll get some Diplo going with Cand. There's every chance Cand will declare war on us, because they're not allied to the Adonai, but they are allies of Harad. So, yeah, we're probably going to end up fighting them early, regardless, but
Ships ready.
I'd rather prolong the peace. But let's deal with Sacklethor here with the mariners of the fleet.
Engaging the enemy fleet.
Ooh, Gimmelzor, what are you doing?
We are victorious.
What did that do to our fleets? Oh wow, we got a little messed up. But it's fine. That stops them from doing some shady business, because they were, I can almost guarantee I knew what they were doing. They were going to land on Gobel Toflas, and we don't want that. I don't think Mistvin could have held against Gimmelzor. Gimmelzor has a fairly elite bodyguard.
Ready your weapons.
Captain of Gondor.
Let's see here. Can we do anything else? Because we're just kind of waiting. We don't have a very strong economy currently, so that's building. We're not building anything in Gobel Toflas. Probably should. That doesn't really improve anything. Way station. Could get a militia garrison, I suppose. But I just said we need eco buildings, and that is the opposite of an eco building. Oh, that's not an insignificant increase. Let's go for communal farming and Gobel Toflas. It's not. I don't really need, it's not going to grow, it can't be upgraded at all, because it's like a custom settlement. I believe it is anyway. Yeah, it is, because it's the little island thing. But the communal farming is a little more expensive, but it's economically it seems a little bit better than the roads. Yeah, we're not going to have a lot of money, so he's already moved. Immerhill can't go any farther.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Well, Immerhill can't, but Istian can. So I'm going to throw Istian into that fort. Make a little bit more money.
Our realm is expanded.
Anyway, and then Immerhill and Istian and friends are going to move to Tirthoros, like I said, and then Adrihill's going to move down and take Barad-Harn, and then we're going to have our little beachhead on the other side of the Anduin. But I think for now, that's it. I don't think there's anyone I'm missing. We don't have a spy or anything. Probably should build a spy, but could try and save the money for now.
Your orders.
Yep, that's it, I think. So again, the plan, I'm still not sure how to deal with everything long term, since because it's been so long since I've played Dol Amroth. But for now, I want to get a good beachhead going on the other side of the Anduin. At least take Barad-Harn and Tirthoros. I don't remember what the town is called here. What is this? It's just Harondor. I don't know what the town is called there. I can't remember. Is it Amon Ithel? Or is that further south? I can't remember. But as I alluded to last episode, I may have to... I don't want to do this because I think it's kind of cheesy. I may have to basically bring the fleet together and then get a fairly large army and just sail straight to Umbar and just take Umbar. That might be the best thing to do, but we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. I do want to read this. This is just faction info. Something I can't remember. I don't remember if they took out the Corsair invasions or not. Oh, that's another rebel army.
Be gone.
Captain of Gondor.
But we're not going to deal with that.
Forward.
Istian. Yeah, it's a real small garrison.
Slay them. Let us claim this field. Awaiting your command.
Istian and Immerhill are gonna siege that. They might actually sally because they have
There is something you wish to speak of?
they have technically more troops there. Fewer companies, but more troops. So they might think that they're strong enough to take on Immerhill, which they absolutely are not. Okay, let's see here. So, trade rights.
Have you asked any more? Something further for me to hear then?
Yes. They're trying to sell map info. See if they go for 1,000. They might. No.
If you came to
Whatever.
insult us, it has worked.
So that's going to increase our trade, and I'm going to have
If only I could.
Baragond
Without
kind of
question.
come up and see this town. Cause, I can just click on it because I've already seen it. It's Tirthride. Yeah, Amon Ithel is the one that's kind of right around here. This is Tirthride. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that because a lot is going to actually depend on whether Canned or Harad takes that, or if I take it. but we shall see.
Maintain order.
Anyway, let's get Adrian across.
Let us set up camp here. Awaiting your command.
And we'll get Birkin there. Tempted to hire those mercenaries, but we're not really making much in the way of cash.
Captain of Gondor.
Yeah, those Harondor marks cost 350. I think I'm gonna wait. Harondor marks are pretty useful, but I don't think I need them right now. So Adrian bear guns, still just kind of waiting for stuff. Nothing else can build. It's 2 units of free upkeep. Can't build another thing. I could repair one of the ships. Let's repair that one. Yeah, that is actually repairing it.
Mariners of the fleet!
Mariners of the fleet. Like I said, keeping the Navy up and running will be fairly important. Let's see, what are we dealing with for free upkeep? Is it just 2? Yeah, it's just gonna be 2 for right now until I get governor's quarters. This has a little bit more. I think I might. Do I really want to spend my money on that? No, I'm gonna save the money. I must resist the urge to build more units. Hopefully, once all the mines and stuff have built, the economy will be a tiny bit better. For right now, it's not amazing. It is not amazing. And like I kind of suspected, the rebels are going to be attacking Imrahil because they have more men. It's just sellswords. Sellswords, I say just sellswords. Sellswords are kind of a standard, like, rebel general kind of unit, but they're actually very good in my opinion for the cost. Bandits are just like your standard light infantry bandits. I mean, that's basically it. Save. Oh, I forgot to delete the saves. Whatever. So we'll go in.
Let them have it, man.
Again, it's gonna mostly be Istian and Imrahil.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
That is a lie, Mr. Announcer Man. I think we're gonna win this battle easily. I mean, Imrahil is here. I mean, Imrahil can delete whole units in a single charge. But let's let them file out.
Units, move out.
There's their little captain, and this is a. I think it's technically a Gondorian. Is this a town, or is it, this might have been a Mott and Bailey. Let's get Imrahil there. Put Istian here. Oh yeah, their general's right there. We're gonna hopefully hit the general in the charge. Let's just kind of see. It's looking pretty good, unless he moves. And, yeah.
The enemy general lies dead.
Alright, let's back up. See if that sellsword unit only has 63 men left. Pretty good hit.
Guardians. Guards. Guards.
Oh, let's get Istian going this way.
Forward.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be perfect.
Advance. Advance. Onward.
If Imrahil had decided to put his lances down, it may have been.
Dol Amroth.
Fortunately, he decided that no. Ooh, another devastating hit. Oh my.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have
Let's
lost half
see
their
if we
men.
can.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Ideally, we can hit this sellsword unit and rout it before.
The prince's son. Attack. Charge.
See if we can hit it and rout it. No, we're almost there. Because ideally we would have routed that before these guys get back to the square. Oh, those guys reformed. Obviously their captain died. Alright, let's hit them again. 109 down to, oh my gosh, down to 60. Actually, almost down to 50. This should take out the rest of that unit, I believe. Yep. Yeah, Imrahil just deleted that unit. And of course, general bodyguards auto-replenish, so what few men we're going to be losing in this battle are just gonna come right back. It is a glorious sight.
Flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Yeah, the Royal Swan Guard look really good. But that's it. We have taken Tir Thoros. We lost.
This day. Remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Yes, Mr. Announcer Man, it was in fact a glorious victory. Imrahil, of course, getting the lion's share of the kills. Killed 301. And now most of those were low-tier bandits, but he did a devastating number on those sellswords. So we now have our first foothold across the Anduin. And now, I don't believe Tir Thoros really has anything in it.
We've destroyed them.
Yeah, it's a Mott and Bailey.
We have
It
gained the
has
territory.
some dirt roads, and that's about it. So we're
Watch
just
for
going to
the enemy.
occupy. Cole Findir. He's a little old. We're going to reject him for right now. Now, characters, another thing that was brought up is characters, I don't think, can die of old age. In the starting message it says that characters get to 126 and then their age resets. I don't think they can die of old age. I don't think they've changed anything with that. But thing is of course this is Lord of the Rings. You have elves and dwarves. Elves are immortal. Dwarves live for hundreds of years. We're playing as Dol Amroth, so we're dealing with Numenorians, and Numenorians are humans, but they're very long-lived humans. They can live. Their lifespans have been shortening as time has gone on, but they have a lot of them that still have quite a lot of Numenorian blood can live close to 200 years, from what I remember. So that's why that is. But I don't believe their stats reset when their age does. It's just a engine limitation, I believe. We retrained the boat, and
That's right, fool. It's an
Mariners!
I don't know who the fool is here. Sacklethor. Imrahil got Great Commander.
Come and get me,
Um,
coward.
There's the Lands of the Poros here, which I don't want to take because that will bring me into contact with Mordor, which I do not want to deal with. And what to do here? Let's get a Mason Hall. I think Mason Hall, Meeting Hall, and then land clearance. Tir Thoros is it's gonna be a long time between, before Tir Thoros is remotely useful.
Captain of Gondor.
Onward! Forward!
We got Baron Harn. I know I'm ignoring this fort, but
Maintain order! Marchmen!
I don't really feel like fighting the fort. I'm kind of want to go straight to the town.
Ships ready.
Mariners of the fleet!
Let's get
Yes, sir.
the
Ships
Mariners of the Fleet here again.
ready. And the grapples and prepare to board.
Because if we can kill Gimmelzor, that will actually be pretty good.
We are victorious! Mariners of the fleet!
Ships ready.
I don't know why. Pellander takes so much damage as opposed to by Meldir.
Mariners of the fleet!
Ships ready.
Mariners of the fleet! Mariners!
Yeah, I don't know. He just seems to be taking a lot of damage, is all.
Mariners of the fleet! Mariners!
Maybe I should initiate the battle with
Mariners of the
by
fleet!
Meldir. But we're gonna have Pellander go back
Ships
there.
ready.
And
Yes,
I
sir.
suppose by Meldir
Full
doesn't
sails.
need to go there. We're building the port.
Mariners!
So I'm going to send by Meldir back up here so he
Fine
can
day to sail.
replenish one of his ships. We're going to have to eventually deal with that little bandit problem there. But it's not a serious issue right now.
Captain of Gondor.
Ready your weapons!
So I'm going to have Imrahil go around and
Maintain order! March!
make towers. Towers are very cheap.
Watch for the enemy! Onward!
And
Marchmen!
I make a lot of them. I like having the sight line. So we have our first little foothold.
Ready your
Adrian
weapons.
is
Assail the enemies of
Adrian
Gondor!
and friends are moving over to Baron Harn. debating on whether, you know what, I'm gonna bite the bullet and buy the Rondor Mercs. Yes, it eats into the income, but the unit is good, and I don't want to lose access to it. Let's see.
Yes,
Who else can we send you to?
Yes.
Let's just get Vision on Tier 3. It's a fairly large garrison.
My lord.
And then I think I'm going to have him kind of just scout around, see how things are progressing. But I think so that will be done in 2 turns. 2 turns. I think that will be done in 1 turn. Alright, and I think for now that's done. Gondor is shuffling around. So, of course, next target is Barad Harn. We'll take Barad Harn and then kind of assess the situation from there. A lot of it depends on how aggressive Harad and Umbar are, and how how aggressive they are, but also what they end up taking.
Yes, my
and I can already see
as you wish. Yes, without question. Yes.
that Harad, yeah, exactly. This is what we have to deal with.
question.
Harad, full
I shall
stack army.
continue tomorrow.
I'm sure it's is it?
Stopping here.
I can't talk to them this turn. But yeah, full stack army.
I will only address you in battle.
Captain of Gondor.
You're gonna want to get a militia unit there.
Maintain order! Quell this evil! Let us claim this field.
This is not a very serious
Captain of Gondor.
serious
Come
force.
and get me, you coward. Be gone.
I'm almost tempted to send Imrahil against that little rebel army, but actually, Istian, what do you do? Okay, Istian, you're gonna have to stay, unfortunately. Making about 500. Those will be done. Who's that? Okay, that's just a random general. Alright, so the communal farming is done. Thalon's is making a little bit more cash. Question is, what next to build? Stables, barracks. It's a little far from the front line to be really turning a Thaland, and it's also a town, so it's not really a military oriented. I suppose let's go for a market. That will probably be the best long term. Oh, their port's on I thought their port was on the other side. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Oh, there's Malborn.
Mariners of the fleet!
There's the mariners of the fleet. How long? 6 turns. Actually, we can do it again, but don't think I want to do that. I think
Come and get me, you.
I don't know if that's all bandits. Is the thing. I don't know if it has sellswords.
Ready your weapons.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
You know what? Let's just do
Hail
it.
the enemies of Gondor!
Oh, it's Rondor Mercs and Bandits. Okay. Oh, don't need the console. Let's save the game again.
Don't let them any further!
So we'll kill this bandit. Probably end a couple more turns and then
foes
I
appear
think
to be
call an
gaining the
end to the
upper
video
hand in
for
this
right
battle.
now.
Units, await my orders! With great speed!
Have Imrahil go wide. I think this battle will very thoroughly show why Imrahil no longer has the full bodyguard of Swan Knights. He killed like 130 men in one charge. Lost one guy. Yeah, that's now imagine him with a bodyguard of 77 Swan Knights. It's there's a reason most factions do not have auto-replenishing cavalry bodyguards anymore. Cavalry is just hellishly overpowered in Medieval 2. Come on. Down from 175. Oh. Keeps dropping all the way down to the 60s. We almost killed 50%. Yeah, Imrahil, Adrahil to a certain extent because he has Talon Knights, which is a kind of heavy armor, sword, and shield unit. But a lot of it is going to be Imrahil. And what he can do, because
Only half the enemy force remains.
even the Rondor Mercs, he killed well over half of that unit in one charge. Now that is a dangerous unit to get into. See how we lost a bunch of guys? Yeah, it is an armor-piercing unit. Imrahil is not invincible. He will die if given the chance. He will stay in combat and fight to the death, and we do not want that. We need Imrahil to survive. He is important to the success of the campaign. All right, let's go in again. Come on, run away. Okay, good. It's not Imrahil who's stuck behind the rock. I don't know. This is just an AI thing. I don't know why you would keep marching towards heavy cav like this, but I don't think the AI in Medieval 2, or even any of the AI created since, really was designed to handle something like this. Because if we just pause the game, just to look at the stats of this Royal Swan Guard. I mean, they have 14 attack with their lances, 16 charge, 33 total defense. They are very strong.
for the moment the fortune of battle goes our way.
What do you mean for the...
Pray it remains as such.
What do you mean for the moment? No, don't charge back into combat, Emerhill. This is how Emerhill is going to die. He's going to get charged by something like this, and
The enemy general abandons his men.
he ran... Okay.
The enemy army flees.
We're just going to speed it up and run down the last few guys here, because their general charged in, killed some of the bodyguard, and then ran away. It was a valiant effort.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory worthy
Captain
of only the
Orothil,
mightiest
I
of
think that's how...
generals.
Orodhill? I think it's Orodthil, because I think the DH is like a th sound, but I don't know. I don't even need to check the stats, really. He healed too, but he killed 652 guys. Yeah, Emerhill, very strong. Very strong. He does not have a custom bodyguard. There are a few characters in the mod that have custom bodyguards. Sorry, I was readjusting my headset. Famously, Aragorn has custom bodyguards. Or has a custom bodyguard. Of course, he has the Grey Company. Used to be a mounted archer unit that you could kill thousands of orcs with, but
Ready your weapons.
now it's dismounted. It's a dismounted heavy infantry unit, and it's still just as powerful.
Vanquish the enemy.
Gonna put Emerhill in that
Our
fort,
realm is expanded.
I think, because just to save some money, because I mean, how much? It's 500 gold just for him. So sticking him in that fort, I think, is a good idea for right now. We're gonna need a free upkeep unit for Tirathoros, which I don't think we can build anywhere because I built all the coastal levies I could.
Ships ready.
And next turn we will have all the mines and the port, and this one communal farming. So
Yes, my lord.
you can't
Tomorrow's
move any
journey
farther.
planned
Okay,
out.
let's. Oop, a little bit of a stutter. Let's end the turn. Though it looks like I can already kind of tell. It looks like the income has increased quite significantly. Oh, there. Is that Sacklethorn?
I'd never
That's-
take orders from you.
That's Sacklethorn. It built all the things. We are now making significantly more money. I don't know why he's moving through our land.
Mariners!
Ships ready.
Um,
Engaging the enemy fleet.
We are victorious.
Mariners!
Ships ready.
yeah, so we have sent Sacklethorn packing yet again. Alright. So that's still building the merchant. Or was it the market? Yeah, the market. What to build in Dol Amroth? Ideally, we'd get the mining network, but I don't really know what to build there. You know, let's get leather tanners going. That will give a little bit of income. Oh, there, this already has, or has a leather worker. Maybe we don't build anything in Methras for right now. And squalor is a problem. Let's build farming in Lynn here. Have 1,200 left. Oh right, I was gonna build meeting hall in Tirthoros. Perfect. Okay. Oh yes, diplomat. Oh yeah,
Your
there's.
corpse will be thrown to the dogs.
Yeah, you can see how much Harad likes us. They have Black Snake Guard generals. They're very powerful.
Yes, my
You are
Going to
brave
assume-
seek an audience with us like this.
Ooh, would they go for it? No,
No, very well.
I didn't think so. I had hoped, but of course he got utterly indiscreet.
as you wish.
All right, let's go
Without
look
question.
this way.
Yes.
Okay, so it looks like Umbar has not taken Gobel Mirland, so that's good. That has 3 turns.
Captain of Gondor. Protect the blood of Numenor.
I think I'm just gonna keep Immerhill there, just to save some money, and then right before the last turn, going to send him in. But I think for now, I'm going to save the game. Nope, not battle, just the normal Dol Amroth file. It's gonna save the game and end it here for now. We fought some battles. Of course, you now, if you've watched the video, you'll have seen the power of Immerhill as a general. If you didn't already know how powerful he was, he will be carrying the campaign for some time. But anyway, next episode we'll take Barad Harn, maybe move to Tir Thride, or maybe do something different. Gather up an army and maybe sail all the way to Umbar. Might have to do that anyway. Depends on how things are going. We have some better income now. We're starting to make inroads into Harondor. Everything so far is looking up. Let's hope it stays that way. Anyway, if you've watched the video, I thank you for watching. You know, if you have a question, concern, critique, comment down below. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.